This week's episode of the award-winning Here For It podcast is brought to you by rumors. There's a whole bunch of rumors out there.
I mean, Leslie Lohan did have a successful single called Rumors. So
when you say successful, anyway, stretch.
Yes.
Janet Jackson has decided to clear up the rumors about her being at the Super Bowl.
Oh my God.
On the day of the Super Bowl, after there's been rumors of her being at the Super Bowl.
Knock, knock rumors.
At the Super Bowl. So to put to rest any rumors, if you have been listening to Here For a Podcast,
you are about
know
to gag.
us, yeah.
No,
and,
you are about to gag.
No.
Okay.
No. And you have been listening to us, watching both of our career development. You will know that neither one of us are going to any event in Dominican Republic anytime soon.
Oh, yes. You need to write that down. Update your notes.
We will not. I thank you for your support.
You are so sweet.
Yeah, they are so sweet out there. I love Punta Cana. I love my home.
I live for Punta Cana.
I love my home island. I'm just not with the shit. So this episode is brought to you by those rumors.
Also, my name is Ronald Matters. Follow me on the internet at Ronald Matters, and of course, RonaldMatters.com.
I am the Superman, TheSupaman. I am AKA
the not Punta Cana Slayer.
Well,
I don't know what that means.
I've slayed so many in Punta Cana, so I can't be that. But I am the Pussy President.
Oh wow.
BKA the Snatcher of Man Units.
Oh no, that was cause a lot to install. You got to,
and that's why I snatched them. I snatched them on consistent basis.
Basis.
And this is Here For a Podcast.
Today is National Black HIV/AIDS Awareness Day. Pretty please, celebrate with us, because we definitely, as Black gay men, want to acknowledge National Black HIV/AIDS Awareness Day.
As we should. Know your status.
And when you retweet and share our podcast, please use the hashtag HereForItHive so everybody can come together in one place.
Come together.
But this is your colorful commentary on LGBT health and wellness with PrEP advocate and sex specialist,
me,
and culture blogger,
other girl.
Award-winning, 10 million views. Just things.
Yes, come on, Bevy Smith.
Not to toot our own horns, but beep beep. Hello, we do this. Our icebreaker this week,
and you should hire us.
Yeah, hereforitpod@gmail.com. Send us your quotes.
You listen. Why not hire?
Our icebreaker this week is name your favorite Janet Jackson video that comes to mind, and what made you think of it.
Rhythm Nation, off top.
Okay.
Rhythm Nation sparked a movement. I really kind of feel like it sparked why Janet Jackson is an icon, because before Rhythm Nation, they was just like, oh, well, she makes cute songs. She's Michael's sister and this and that. I really feel like Rhythm Nation put a stamp on why Janet Jackson is an icon.
It was, for me, her video Together Again. It was just really great to see the scenery, the dancing, and what the song was about and what the song meant at the time. Together Again was just so beautiful. And I also live for Damn Baby off her last album. Because that video, even though she was covered up to the max, she still gave you choreography, dancers, young, old, in between, and still did the thing. So, what's going on?
Also cost $200,000 or so. So, that's light work. Speaking of the Super Bowl.
Oh, wow.
Odell Beckham has come out as a bottom.
I know that commercial. It was a commercial, right?
Yes.
I saw it on Instagram, so I was like, where was he doing this?
My hopes and my dreams have all come true.
Yeah.
Odell Beckham is a full bottom. Maybe a verse bottom? Maybe.
We talked about strict tops and verse bottoms in our video that we posted this week.
On Patreon.
Shout out to our Patreon.
And you can go check that out there. But here, we're going to tell you that Odell Beckham is a full bottom.
Oh, he is strict bottom.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
pretty sure his dick is only for display.
Drake.
Oh.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, no, I don't think it's for Drake. I think it's for display. I think Odell Beckham is a full bottom, and I am here for him to be a full bottom.
Do we? I don't know. You know, gay folks always want people to be gay, but in the comments, tell us, is Odell, is this his name?
Odell Beckham.
I'm like, we need to give him a more bottom friendly name.
No, that's already his bottom friendly. Odell!
What's that?
Odell! Girl! That's bottom friendly.
This is very South Carolina.
What? Woo!
Oh my God.
Tank also owes me a pair of drawers.
Oh.
Yeah, Tank owes me a pair of drawers.
7 inches. Yep, that'll do.
I didn't.
Every time I see him, I think that. Because I'm like, it's not big. So it must be the stroke.
I don't feel like it's 7 inches, but I feel like maybe around there. Cool.
Okay.
But whatever it is, I am excited about it. He released a twit vid.
We still doing that in 2018? I thought we just uploaded.
He's a little older.
Let me go to twitvid.com.
Like our auntie on Periscope, Monique. We'll get there later.
Oh my God.
We're gonna get there. He released a twit vid of him singing the remix to "If We Can We
When We." Wow. It says site can't be reached when I do the go to twitvid.
Well,
so
he on there. He's on the internet. Tank is on the internet doing the When We remix with TGT because them girls needed another job.
Oh my God.
They definitely needed another job. They didn't need. They needed
Grammy nominated album. They didn't win, but it was nominated for a Grammy, so it was good music.
Yeah, me too. They needed a chance. They
Okay.
needed a fucking chance, and Tank is giving them the chance with the When We remix.
Okay.
And the When We remix has him talking about, I love the way you fuck me.
Oh wow. Oh.
Imagine Tank saying, I love the way you fuck me in your ear.
Top's getting carried away. Oh my God.
I'm already carried away. I already lost a pair of underwear to this discussion.
Okay.
But anyway, I'm here for it. I am absolutely here for it. So let me know when that drops. I also would like to tell y'all I am Jasmine Masters, and I have something to say.
Okay. Regarding
Emotional peacocks.
Oh my God, the girl on the United Airlines flight. She was like, I would like the chicken.
Emotional peacocks are not companions.
Ma'am. Okay, so the peacock in the aisle seat or he in the middle seat?
Emotional peacocks are not emotional support. Stop with the shit.
Ma'am, the lady just got to sit next to you is not going to want to see you're messing up our revenue, sis.
If I could bring every good booty ass bottom that I have ever met in my lifetime on a flight.
An emotional support bottom?
Yeah, an emotional support bottom. I'm like, you know what? I just need my emotions supported. I know this nigga has good ass. I would like for him to sit next to me. That don't happen. That don't happen. It's not a thing. So no, you cannot bring your peacock on a plane.
Yeah, United was saying that they've got to reevaluate their rules about emotional support.
No,
Pets
no, you don't have to reevaluate these rules because the bitch tried to bring a
Why
whole...
was this not already in the pamphlet or whatever?
A whole peacock. Cock.
LOL. And peacocks are little animals. Like, then like if y'all experience some turbulence and then the peacock gets scared and
Flash on you girls. Flash.
Yeah. And so what we supposed to do over here?
No cock is supposed to be here.
Hey man.
And that is the episode of Here for a Podcast. I wanted to lay y'all because some of y'all got to be places.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go ahead and get to it. The Queen's Court is just it's
thoughts and prayers.
Well, we're gonna present to y'all the King's Court.
Oh, right now.
On tonight.
Here we go.
And so the Queens can't be in the King's Court.
We're not on the docket. How about that?
We can't be on the docket because the FBI ain't investigating us.
Not the Nunez memo.
So if y'all don't know what I'm talking about, which I'm sure all of y'all do, the Queen's Court had a catastrophe the other night, and I love and support my podcasting / YouTube / they're on everything I'm on and a little bit more probably.
Yeah.
My social media sisters, I want them to do great because I want everyone in this space to do amazing things.
Mm-hmm.
They apparently didn't want themselves to do amazing things the other night. They booked an interview with Monique.
Their first major interview, kind of, because I mean, like, I don't know if they've had anybody else stop by because I don't watch every episode, but I think that was big for them. I feel like that was their first big live interview.
Yeah, yeah, I think that was their first.
I feel comfortable saying that.
Yeah, it was the first like alley-oop.
Yeah,
like someone throwing the basket and you have to catch it and throw it. Yeah.
I was scared for Monique because I was like, y'all know.
But Monique was ready. Monique was ready. Monique was ready, and Monique was on Periscope. And Monique also had her sister friend that she was just arguing with an hour ago before she got on there.
They had a kumbaya. What's up? A kumbaya Leo or something. But the girl said, what it was called? A Coogee by Leo. Coogee. What they was calling about?
I don't know. But they had to come together. I know they had that. So sister to sister.
Amen.
And my Monique voice. I love us for real. I really do.
Put the camera on her.
But Monique was ready and y'all wasn't?
So after the things that went down with Netflix, TS Madison tweeted, we would love for Monique to come on, the Queen's Court on our Facebook Live podcast or Facebook Live video and talk about the ordeal. And so she was like, yes, baby, send me your information. And they go live on Mondays on TS Madison and Khia. So Monique showed up Monday and said, okay, she showed up on her Periscope because Monique has all of her following from her podcast. I think it's Monique and whatever her husband's name is, Sydney. Open Relationship.
Yeah, open. It's just called Open Relationship, but it's with Sydney.
And so their following is on Periscope. So she goes live on Periscope, but she's about to do something else. And it just so happened that the Periscope is where we saw everything fall apart because things weren't together for the Queen's Court with their. I think they attempted to Skype her or something like that, and
it looked like a lot of Skypes.
It was on
Apple devices, and I was like, "Why are y'all
Why
not FaceTiming?
Are these Mac devices not coming together?" No pause.
Because it clearly was. They both had Mac devices.
As much as Apple tout and Apple text on devices, and she had a Mac, an iPad Pro. I mean, TS had all the necessary ingredients to be successful, but something was not allowing her.
Well, let me. I sympathize. Well, yes, and that's why I'm getting ready to push past the labia majora. So let's push past that.
Okay.
Because there was a whole bunch of shit, and we could digest that for 3 hours.
Khia walked off set and said the production was not professional.
That's the labia. That's the labia minora I'm getting to.
Okay.
If you are a part of a brand
that goes live.
Be a part of the brand. I am a part of a brand. I'm a part of brands.
I'm going to say more than one.
And if the ship look like it might be sinking, it don't mean you jump ship. It means you stay the course. You figure out how you're going to save the most people. How you going to save yourself. Because Khia really need to be asking herself that question. How you gonna save the ship? You save the ship. I am a part of a podcast, and we're on 47 episodes, and we've had some episodes. Some of our episodes is trash.
You're part of a brand. I don't feel like anything I've released is trash.
Okay, but some of our episodes is trash, and some of them like we could have done better, and some of them
are really educational, and we.
Yes,
and
absolutely. The majority of our episodes are that. But we have had some other episodes where we tried to record and there was some technical difficulties, and those technical difficulties got the best of us. But did we like walk out and say, "Fuck it, we're not gonna do this shit because the energy is not right"? a la Lauryn Hill? Fuck no. And anyone in social media knows the show must go on.
Mm-hmm.
It like exactly what Funky Daniva talked about earlier. If you watch her YouTube video,
her assessment of the ordeal.
Yeah, I completely 100% agreed with everything that Shim was saying. So, the show must go on, and I really identified with TS Madison's struggle in being so passionate about something and wanting something to happen,
wanting it to go right. Yeah,
she invested $2,000 or something like that in getting
crying.
and getting this happening, and was crying.
Spent days trying to
get this together, and y'all had one chance, and then your homegirl / co-host / BFF / I don't know what the fuck y'all is, walks the fuck out.
Because I would have just handed off.
And then said, I'm going to call you tomorrow. Bitch, don't call me tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, she did. Walk off set, then come back. Oh, this feel like a Migos reference. Then walk back on set, and they was
no,
like,
that's the
I'm going to call you tomorrow. And she was like,
no,
okay. Don't call me tomorrow. What? Get up here and let's do some other docket things until I can hand off the MacBook to somebody on the sideline to figure out what's going on with it. That's the whole point of having 3 other girls in the background while y'all record the Queen's Court.
7. They had a team back
and
there.
TS was crying. She was like, everybody on set mad at me. And I just feel like I've done everything I can to get it right. And I know what it's like to be trying to get it right. I knew you would identify with that. Good. But I mean, like, because we both overthink and want everything to be great. And so we both, but that's why, like, even if something wasn't right for either one of us, I don't feel like I would give up, because I feel like we've done here for a podcast, we can continue to do great things and then hand off the laptop or hand off the something to a manager or the audio technical girl or the whatever. When you got,
the absolute purpose of Here for a Podcast is to create a platform and create a place that at some point there's going to be another Superman. There's going to be another. Well, actually, there won't. But there's going to be somebody else that says he's.
Not with these names.
There's going to be somebody else that says he's Superman. There's going to be somebody else that claims to be Ronald Matters. And we want to create a platform for them to walk in the doors
right now
that we walked in. And have people to talk to and have a platform that we have.
Mm-hmm.
And so we want y'all to just stay tuned, because if we eat your tea, there's gonna be somebody else coming behind us that's gonna be at the tea.
Mm-hmm.
I spent too much time on that.
All right.
I just want to say, I want the Queen's Court to continue to go on. I'm not shading them. I'm not at all, because we have been there.
Child.
We have been there.
Child.
A few times.
Child.
This is their first time.
I can't even say nothing but child.
This is their first time going through a whole episode. You just have to throw that shit away and come back next week, hopefully.
Child.
So we have been there.
Woo.
Literally. But this is the King's Court, and we're not there. So congratulations.
We love
them.
you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hope things work out.
Whew. On that heavy shit to some more heavy shit. Hope y'all niggas can bitch press. Rose McGowan is.
Oh my God! Throw it away. Throw it away. So I just want to give my commentary first before you tell the story, because it's so passionate and I'm not gonna let you tell the story. So you might as well just let me get it out, because I'm an angry, aggressive bottom. Cool. So as a person who has gone through trauma, Rose McGowan, I feel like maybe she is still busy dealing with her therapy appointments. And so she doesn't understand when someone else who is also going through trauma in another network comes to you and says, hey, trans women are suffering as well. What are you doing to make sure trans women are included in your movement? And because Rose McGowan did not have my media trainer prepare me for this, I have an answer. She fumbled and...
Not fumbled. The bitch fell, slid, tampon fell out.
Yeah.
This wasn't even a fumble.
She let the Eagles
her
take
tampon
this.
fell
She
out.
let Philadelphia win. So she was not prepared for the trans conversation to happen in person. And so she ended up canceling the rest of her Barnes and Noble tour for her book Brave because she felt like at Barnes and Noble sabotaged me and paid an actor to come confront me about this. And even if they did, that is free promotion. Do you know what it looks like? Okay, I need to include this. I heard what that trans person said, and I need to include this in my journey. I wasn't even thinking about that at first, but wow, I have partnered up with so-and-so, so-and-so, and we are here for trans women. And I've called that girl from the UK who just had their campaign with CoverGirl that got dropped, and we both are joining this fight for trans women. Don't yell at that person. Don't cancel the rest of your book tour, and don't tweet at Barnes & Noble defaming a child sounded like Netflix. Don't do that, fucking up future business deals. So when your next book come out and you don't have Barnes & Noble behind you, who, bitch, what? Everybody don't got Audible. I'm not paying $19.99 a month after a 30-day free trial. I can go to Barnes & Noble and spend $20 on your book, if that. How about that?
Nobody gonna do that.
But Rose McGowan, what's the story?
My co-host was passionate about the story, so if you've not seen it on YouTube or Facebook,
I just hate it.
Rose McGowan is
accused Harvey Weinstein.
Yes, she's pretending to be a fake feminist, and she's on a tour to promote her book and feminism, quote unquote. And in that tour, she encountered a trans woman.
Mm-hmm.
And the trans woman was speaking out to her about not being there for women. Because women means not just white women.
Yeah.
Not just white women. I'll say that again.
She was also a white trans woman. But...
And, no. I'm getting there. I'm building. All right. So... my sister that came to the book signing that had time.
Yeah.
Because she had time.
Free entry alert.
She had time and she had money to get out of jail because my sister went to jail after this.
She did?
Yeah.
Oh my
unfortunately.
God. Mm.
My sister went to jail. Our trans sister went to jail after speaking out against Rose McGowan, and Rose McGowan thought she was going to stand up in her white right self and yell at the trans girl who was also white and really actually right. And my trans sister went to jail. Rose McGowan continued to pretend to be on the book tour, but not really.
Don't tell me what I'm doing for women. I've done a lot for women.
But you haven't. The best thing Rose McGowan has done for women is be on Charmed.
I've never seen that, never experienced that, never went through that.
I have. And sometimes it's good. Sometimes it's real good. And I'm not discounting whatever has happened to her.
I'm not trying to take away her accolades. Nene Leakes would be at my throat if I was trying to take away her.
Sure. With Harvey Weinstein, I'm sure. I am like almost 99% sure everything you say that happened to you with Harvey Weinstein probably happened.
Yeah. You wrote a book about it, so shout out to Patti LaBelle. Get you a book deal.
But the intersection that white feminists miss is that it's an intersection. It's not just white feminists. It's
black women too.
It's black women. It's trans women. It's all women. It's men.
It's Muslim women as well.
It is all
with hijabs on. What?
People that don't look like you. And that is what fucked Rose McGowan up so much, because this trans woman came in and she was semi with the woman for a minute until the
my sister
until the woman wasn't with her. And I'm like, sister. Are you
can be with her, but still see room for improvement. Because, I mean, you still my sister. And I'm like, well, sister, I see room for improvement, sister. But don't have me escorted out by security. I'm like, oh, so Martell, this is where we at?
Not escort, not just that, but just then yelling at her.
Grabbed and
can you...
pressing charges against me. Is that good?
It was white. Sisters. It was white girls whiting.
I thought we were sisters. You said sister like 7 times, so I thought we were sisters. What's up?
We ain't sisters to that point, apparently.
Oh, okay.
Rose McGowan.
Fuck you, Rose McGowan. Yeah, move on.
I'm a little. I'm weary. I'm weary of that argument. I really want to hear women when they say those stories and come out with their truths.
Mm-hmm.
But Rose McGowan is just a poor example of poor, woefully inadequate example of a white woman only coming out for her feminism. Whew. Actors. We're still on actors for a moment.
Okay.
Chadwick Boseman needs to ask for the same $40 million that Robert Downey Jr. got paid.
Mm-hmm.
Because Black Panther is about to snatch
these reviews.
Everyone's wig.
My God.
It has all of the positive reviews. The only ones that are negatively reviewing this movie are alt-right
Klansmen,
white supremacists.
Yes.
And so, if you are alt-right or white supremacist, I have
look at the avatar. Is it a picture of a person or is it a picture of an eggshell?
I have no idea why you're listening to this podcast. One,
no, I'm talking about on the reviews. So we know when we're looking at the reviews. I'm talking about for us because they don't listen to us. When we are looking at the review, should look at the profile avatar and look at the last name. Is his last name Johnson? Not to be stereotypical, but here we go. McLean. I mean, like, what are these people's last names?
So Chadwick Boseman made 800,000. We'll just give it that.
To film?
Yeah.
Oh, this film is about to do 150 million opening weekend.
It's probably going to do more than that.
Hashtag reparations alert.
He got paid less than $1 million. No Monique Ruinous.
Okay. Because I was looking around. I was like, I see a quote on the floor. I will give to you right now, sir. I don't know.
We're not going back to the Monique Ruinous, but he got paid less than $1 million.
Unfair hashtag
to make this movie.
Damn.
Wow. Robert Downey Jr. got paid $40 million to make any Iron Man appearance. Any.
$40 million?
40. So, I would like our brothers, sisters, anyone listening to this podcast, make sure that you buy your ticket to go see Black Panther next week.
And tweet him directly. It's about us giving him social media presence as well, because we know we love him and care for him, but we've got to
build him,
prove it where the white people can see it. So we got
and other people,
the social media presence, and people are talking about me. I'm anticipated in the world of Amy Schumer. People were anticipating Amy Schumer according to the executives. So like, what is my social media reach? Because that works for Kevin Hart. Because Kevin Hart could like, bro, if I go out here to this barbecue in Memphis, I'm gonna slay. And then he got fucked around and had 400,000 comments on his post. So go to Mr. Boseman's Instagram, comment, tweet him, reply to his Facebook post.
I see.
Because social media outreach affect. Y'all think I'm lying, but
yeah, I see his star rising. After next week, I feel like Chadwick Boseman may be a household name because the movie is just going to be so fucking big. I feel like it's going to be in the $300 million range.
These girls are renting out theaters.
That's what I really feel like it's going to be in the $300 million range. Stay tuned because our next episode is going to contain.
I like it. I like where this is going.
A Black Panther
announcement
with me, the versatile top, and the other.
Oh, you a versatile top now? Because you didn't want to admit that on the video.
And the versatile bottom sitting next to me.
Oh, I'm a versatile bottom now. I didn't say that on the video.
Publix continues to try it.
I can't.
Continues.
Atlanta is number one with AIDS diagnoses.
Diagnoses, yes.
I was like trying to pronounce it right.
You went to med school. Look at that.
Yes, nigga.
Okay, med school. Oh.
Yeah.
Some of the girls.
Sign me up.
Got student loans.
Oh.
Publix continues to try it.
I can't.
By not allowing employees who have medical insurance.
Yeah. Through Publix grocery store.
Which they pay for.
Uh-huh.
Like every other employee pays for every other thing they get from Publix.
No Cigna, no Blue Cross alert.
With Publix expensive ass.
Oh my god.
Because you can't go to Publix and spend $3 and get shit.
You can get a Powerade.
No, you can't.
Oh.
No, that's
Okay.
Publix ain't the store for that.
Okay.
They continue to deny their employees access to PrEP.
Dumb.
It harkens back. Like, I don't have to have a history book to know how and why these same practices.
Don't this sound dumb to you?
Well, one, it is extremely stupid.
Don't
like
this
what?
Sound dumb? Like when y'all sitting there writing a.
That's the medication y'all going to war about. Y'all going to war about Truvada?
This sound dumb.
Anyway, one, that's the wrong one, cause we here. Two, I am paying for this shit. I'm not.
Yep.
It's not like I work here. The work that I put in provides for me to get
a future for your organization,
insurance, so that I can take care of my medical needs. You don't get to dictate what my medical needs are. And I let
Catholic Church.
I let Publix, I let them buy for like 2 weeks about this.
I let them try it.
I did because I thought that they would white explain
get it together.
I thought that they would white explain it. I thought that they would get past it and be like, "Oh, girl,
we apologize and we are reviewing our policies."
3 weeks later, they still on the same shit, and then they're doubling down.
Put your
on the same
glasses
shit.
on. You need to review your policy, girl.
I really want it better.
Take your work laptop home. You need to review the policy, girl.
I really want it better for.
That's how the episode title: Review your policy, girl.
Publix. There are employees there that are paying with their blood, sweat, tears, and time,
and tax deductibles to
do the best that they can for your organization. And they're not asking for your political beliefs. If you don't believe that PrEP is a proportionate, a legal drug, or something that they should be getting their money for, clock out.
Yeah, I definitely agree because we recently talked about the person who is a member of ACT UP New York, one of the most important HIV/AIDS organizations on the earth. It took a person to get you denied by United Healthcare to be like, bitch, you don't know my network. You don't know my network. And he went to ACT UP, and they were like, oh, bitch, we about to let United Healthcare have it. So shout out to the girl that works at Publix who was like, you don't know my network, and is dragging Publix currently through the grass, the dirt,
the chilling circle,
the everything.
Shout out to Courtney Act for winning
Celebrity Big Brother.
She's the first drag queen to win anything that was not here for drag queens. So
non-gender binary.
Yes,
kinda
as well. I'm excited for her. Like she's slaying the reality TV game.
Yep.
Cause she's on these other things that aren't drag or gay adjacent and winning. That's a win.
Hashtag.
So, Courtney Act.
Shout
out. Jacked continues to fuck with my emotions.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
Maybe it's because I'm a Jacked Pro member, but
I don't pay no money for Jacked. Like
it's $29.99 a year. So
I don't pay no money for
Jacked. I wouldn't recommend it if
so,
you don't need it like that.
Most of our listeners also don't pay no money for Jacked.
What is he doing in DC?
And so when you
let
don't
me log off Jacked while I'm recording.
And so when you don't pay no money for Jacked has a new feature where if you open your pictures for someone, they have to open their pictures so you can see the other person's picture.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Or was somebody just trying to catfish you, or are you sure?
No, I this was all weekend.
Okay.
We be all night.
All right.
In love. Anyway, it's a new stunt, and Jacked, I really want y'all to get it together. Y'all doing too many changes, too many last minute. Just be Jacked. Nobody was
Mm-hmm.
complaining before. Just be jacked and update. That's it. We don't need no new changes. We don't need no bullshit. It's just it's too much.
This is scary. Valentine's coming up. So how do I see all the trades I need for Valentine's?
Well, since Valentine's is coming up, we'll move into sexual health
Okay.
because I want y'all niggas to be sexual healthy
All right now.
for Valentine's, and that includes our listeners that might be HIV positive. And if you are not HIV positive, pass this message to someone that might be. PrEP is not HIV medication. I say that as someone that is a bit informed on both subjects, and I see what girls are talking about. I see what girls are asking. I see what girls are trying to sell. PrEP is for people that are HIV negative, attempting to be HIV negative for the duration of them taking PrEP. If you are HIV positive, there are plenty of places that you can be connected to care to get HIV medications. HIV medications must be a cocktail of three, not two, of three or more antiretroviral, yeah, I said that right, antiretroviral medications that you must take on a consistent basis. If you are not taking these three antiretrovirals, you are putting yourself in danger. Do not take PrEP as a treatment. Treatment as prevention is extremely important. Extremely important. PrEP is not TasP. TasP is TasP. Treatment as prevention. I am Jasmine Masters, and I had something to say.
Thank you guys for leaving us comments on iTunes and Apple Podcasts. Open your Apple Podcast app, click the reviews tab. Oh, it says search our name in the Apple Podcast app. Click on the reviews tab and click write a review. Thank you guys so much for leaving us 5-star reviews. It helps us grow and promote and twerk and get booked. So yeah, shout out to that. This week, I want to tell you something. Are you listening?
Mm-hmm.
Beyoncé scammed you.
She's never done that. I've never been
Beyonce
through that.
scammed you. Yeah, she did. So Beyonce scammed you because detoxes do not work. She said she did the lemon pepper and cayenne diet or something like. What did she do? A detox?
I believe that she just showed up and had a drink in her hand and was cute and was like, "Well, what y'all want me to say?"
In 2007, a company called Sense About Science asked 15 companies, who were the most popular companies who promoted detoxes. Okay, girl. So how do you achieve the result of your detox? And absolutely zero of the companies could prove what they help you eliminate. So, flat tummy tea alert, colon cleansers, shampoos, smoothies, anything that you could think of over the counter, pretty much, per this study by Sense About Science, said that there was no correlation to what you will lose in pounds or if you could get rid of dandruff or healthier eating habits would cleanse your liver. But they do say that there are medical detoxes to help drug and alcohol abuse victims. But, child, when you see Dr. Oz talking about, oh my gosh, I'm Dr. Oz and I have a detox. So, Dr. Oz.
I am Jasmine Masters and I have something to say.
Dr. Oz, please just understand trying to get views because it's Tuesday and people got doctor's appointments and they sit in the waiting room. But no, Dr. Oz, quit lying to these people. And I will definitely do my best to link you below. to the Sense About Science study and what's going on with that. Because y'all need to know this. What's up?
Well, continue to connect these girls to care.
Amen.
It's extremely important. I also watched all of Drag Race, and I will maintain my position that I believe Shangela is going to be inducted into the Drag Race.
Is it the Shangela Ben de la Creme?
Yes, and Ben de la Creme admitted to it and said that her biggest competition was Shangela or Milk, and I think Milk is gonna go home early.
Well, when it comes down to top three, between those three,
yeah,
Shangela, Milk, and Ben de la Creme, Milk is going home.
Yeah, I think Mendela.
What you said, sir? Can you repeat?
I think Milk is gonna go home earlier than expected because Milk continues to make the same mistakes Milk made the first time she was on Drag Race.
And I don't see her being a good lip syncer, no shade.
She's never been a good lip sync. She's never won a lip sync. So no, well, I didn't make that up.
What's the song for your soul this week?
You give me yours because mine is real soulful.
The song for my soul this week, and it always happens when yours is real soulful, is
and that's why mine is real
Beyoncé.
Soulful. Oh Lord,
Check on It. Because the confidence, no, get into it. The confidence on this song, and she didn't even know it would be successful. It's kind of like the Independent Women soundtrack where she just wrote a couple songs and then Matthew snuck it over to Columbia Records and Columbia snuck it over to Sony because they're all under the same umbrella. And when Pink Panther was coming out, she had wrote Check on It. And they were like, "Ooh, this is a really good demo." A woman's confident. She know who she is, and ooh, boy, you looking like you like what you see. Once you come over and check up on it, and I know you want to taste it, but I'm gonna make you chase it. Got to be patient. Girl. Like she was just the first verse, the second verse, the chorus, the bridge, the second chorus, the pre-hook. Beyonce told y'all like, yes.
What's the pre-hook?
Oh, it's kind of like foreplay, but right before you put it in.
Because pre-hook means something different to me.
I know. That's why I was trying to, but I don't know if it worked. But Beyonce just had to let y'all know that I'm a confident woman and I can pull these bros out here.
And sisters.
Yeah, so that's my song for my soul. Beyonce, Check on It.
The song for my soul this week is an actual soulful song. Not that Check Up on It ain't. Because, I mean...
Come on, self-esteem builders out here.
Yeah. But if you have never heard my sis, V. Bozeman, in your life, please go check her out. Please go check V. Bozeman out. She is a dark-skinned woman who is bald-headed and is given very Dora Milaje. If you know what Dora Milaje is before Black Panther, because everybody gonna know what Dora Milaje is after Black Panther. But if you know what Dora Milaje is before Black Panther, that's extremely important. Anyway, she's given Dora Milaje. She's worked with all the R&B greats. There's a song that she sings with Timothy Blum.
Bloom.
You tried me. That is labeled Till the End of Time.
What's the name of it again?
Till the End of Time.
I love that song. That's an amazing song.
So,
did they win the Grammy for that, or was it just nominated?
They did not.
I think they were just nominated.
They did not.
It was so good. The video is amazing.
I am awarding them the Grammy because
yeah, they did
it's
that.
It's just so passionate. Mm-hmm. If you've never seen the video, if you've never heard the song, go and hear it. Go and see the video. The portrayal of losing someone and then getting them back will take you through a journey of love that you've never been on. Again, it's imagine finding the one, like you've never had the one before, losing the one, and then finding that same one again in life, that like they were resurrected. That's what the music video was, and that's what the song is. And that's the best way that I really can explain it, because it's just such a beautiful song, and it is a song for my soul.
Listener questions. Send us your listener questions to at hereforitpod@gmail.com or to any inbox where you can find us on social media. The first one is from Anonymous. It says, why do men move to another city and rush to fall in love instead of making friends first, not trying to fuck or nothing,
Because we've been listening to Timothy Bloom.
but establishing real friendships? Why do we move to new cities and rush to get it? My immediate thought was, I know I just asked it, but because we're so attracted to the newness of moving to a new city, and we want to attach ourselves to someone before the community can know. So, well, girl, you know this about him, or girl, you know that about him. Do you get those same types of vibes?
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think that's a gay thing. I think that's a people thing. Like, straight people do the same thing, but it's not popular because it happens so often. People get so familiar with places. They live, I live in DC or live in Dallas or live in Atlanta or New York or LA 2 years and be like, okay, I'm good here. Because you fucked everybody you want to fuck, seen all the opportunities you wanted to see, explored all the opportunities you wanted to see, and you want to find them other places. That's Christopher Columbus syndrome. Yeah, I'm okay. This is cute. I conquered it. I'm gonna go move somewhere else and see if I can conquer somewhere else. That's literally that. It's Christopher Columbus syndrome. And there's nothing wrong with that, because you'll be more knowledgeable in the end. Yeah. So dope. Fuck all the girls you want to fuck.
I get really nervous about that because when you don't take time to let relationships evolve naturally, then you end up with
this was about relationships.
Them telling you things after the seventh time y'all have had sex, and then they realize that they need to tell you that something about themselves that, I know you don't really like church queens, but I have rehearsal Wednesday and I go to 2 services on Sunday. I'm like, so sir, where were you the past 2 or 3 weeks?
There's no reason for you to be reading me like this.
Our second question comes from Mr. Verse. I made up this name, by the way.
He looks first.
Mr. Verse asked via DM, hey, I have a question based off your last listener question with the guy who was verse, but was found himself trapped topping. I had the opposite experience where my ex didn't let me top for reasons he never disclosed, and it made me feel some kind of way, especially when we broke up. He put on his profile that he was a verse top. In true honesty fashion, I don't consider myself to be a big in the dick department.
I was so good with it, but I didn't want to say that.
But I also never had anyone complain. My question is, how does one avoid being in the situation again when I get the urge to top?
First off, the critique of I ain't never had nobody complain is weak. Have you had somebody explain? Cause not having nobody complain don't mean shit. That means they're like, oh, this shit was whacking. Delete, block, don't reply. Not having nobody complain don't mean that it was everything that you exclaim. So there's that. To the main point, stop playing these gender politics. So gender politics being because you feel like you are top-ish, this person has to be bottom-ish. What identities, what do you love about him? Do you love those things so much about him that you are willing to bottom? That you're willing to be versatile? and let those be your policies instead of what the world will tell you about gender politics. Because the world will tell you that, oh, well, you a top, you got a really big dick, allegedly, and those things all might not be true. Figure out what you like about him and what you're willing to sacrifice about yourself to love him.
When you say he dumped you and put on his profiles that he was a verse top, maybe the insecurity was on him, where he was trying to see what it would like to be a top with you, but he didn't see you being a person that he would bottom for. And that's not on you at all, because people have in their minds, oh, when I bottom, it's going to be a this and it's going to be a this, and he's going to be a financial expert at Chase or Wells Fargo, and when I bottom, he's going to be a trader for Bitcoin and have 17 something points on the marker and the Dow. And but you can't put all that blame on yourself, because he didn't know who he was when he got into a relationship with you. He discovered what he wanted his next few couple markers in his sexual journey to be, but they just didn't include you. I feel like you have to appreciate those things for what they were in that moment, and accept that if you want to top in the future, not if you want to accept, if you see that you want to top in the future, you go do that in the future. So, Mr. Verse, remain confident. You can't let other people's personal struggles be, because you
can't let other people's personal struggles be your struggle.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, he didn't see that with me, but that doesn't mean I'm less than. You can't hold on to that. That's ridiculous. I love you, but it's ridiculous.
I love us for real.
What are you here for this week?
Before that, the word of the day.
Oh wow, yes, our new segment
is blouse.
Verse tops. Fem tops.
And we led
I have a feeling this is related to tops. Sorry.
And we led right into that.
Okay.
With our listener question. So, it's okay to not be a full t-shirt. You can be a blouse.
You can be a blouse.
A blouse is something silk.
Mm-hmm.
Something, it smells fragrant.
Mm-hmm.
But it's still a top. It's just going to be on top. It can be still fragrant.
Gucci gilt.
Yeah. Or gardenia.
Okay.
If you don't have that much money.
A whole gardenia.
Yeah. If you don't have that much money for Gucci and...
That Justin Timberlake cologne is really good, even though their Super Bowl performance was trash. His cologne is really good. The second one. Not the first one.
I was avoiding both of them. But you wanted to drag me there.
A blouse.
Blouse is the word of the day. So blouse means a top who might be pretty. Might be a little less than what you think a top would be. But still a top.
Hello.
And pretty at the same time. Think of Blanche Devereaux as a top. That is a blouse.
This week, I am definitely 100,000% here for Impulse Group Houston. Follow them on the internet at Impulse Group Houston. And shout out to DeAndre Moore, who has been a part of everything CDC, LMNOP, QRST. And shout out to my blog brother, who is the vice president, Ian Haddock, author. Hello. Shout out to Ian Haddock. They are having their first event, which is co-sponsored by the AIDS Healthcare Foundation during International Condom Day on February 13th, which will be hosted by RuPaul's Drag Race star Trinity K. Bonet. So if you are in Houston, come to the Lion's Heart Event Center for the Shape of You fashion show, which starts at 7 p.m. And please be there on time, because if y'all end up late, then the fashion show got to start late, which means y'all can't get to the open bar. Hello, open bar. Y'all get to the open bar late. So please show up on time to the Lions Heart Event Center at 7 p.m. on February 13th for Impulse Group Houston's inaugural event, because DeAndre and Ian are working very hard to expand the Impulse Group brand to Houston, which I'm so excited about.
And I'm excited for Trinity K. Bonet because we know sometimes she don't show up on time.
Hashtag bookings. We're going to remain positive.
No, she's my sister.
I am here for
brother.
Impulse Group.
No,
Houston.
I'm saying this in a positive light. She's my sister / brother, and just like I would tell people about you, you may not show up there on time.
We are here for
but we
Impulse
are
Group
here
Houston.
for her because she may not show up on time.
What are you here for this week?
I am here for my black, loud
brother, brown brother, what was this song? Who was it? It was that by the
She don't even know the lyrics.
She
She don't even know the lyrics. My black sister
okay.
from Detroit, Michigan, Brenda Lawrence, who was a congresswoman, who at the State of the Union address.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, hold on, I'll take back like 5 seconds. She's a congresswoman from Detroit, of Detroit.
All right now.
For Detroit.
Okay.
So just let that part marinate on you. Just bathe in that. Detroit showed up to the State of the Union address, and you know what Detroit did? AKA Brenda Lawrence.
Showed out.
She played Candy Crush on her phone.
No. Which intern found her doing this? I was like, bitch, she's coming.
All of them. There was multiple cameras that was filming the whole thing because they afraid that somebody gonna take this nigga out.
Designated survivors on TV.
Anyway, so there's cameras everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
While he was delivering his address, there were other members of the Congressional Black Caucus that were just playing on their phone, texting and saying this nigga ain't shit and he's trash and blah blah blah, like they should have. My sister from Detroit, Michigan, Miss Congresswoman Brenda Lawrence, was playing Candy Crush. She didn't have time. There was no fucking time. She was like, I don't even have
I'm on level 171.
I don't have to live tweet this. I am going to play Candy Crush because this shit is so insignificant.
Mm-hmm.
And what else could I not be here for? My sister from Detroit, my representative, said she wasn't here for that shit and was showing y'all and didn't care. She was playing Candy Crush. Nobody even plays Candy Crush no more.
No, I moved on to
they play balls and
I went back to solitaire. Well, sure.
Anyway, she was playing Candy Crush during the State of the Union and didn't care and let the cameras watch, and I'm here for it.
It's time for our last call. So shout out to
alcohol.
All the things we've been through this week. We're back to the gin. I live. Oh wow. First and foremost, shout out to TS Madison for her investigating her dream and staying committed to their dream. And just, TS, I felt you when you were crying. When you were saying, Khia, come back, sister. This ain't my fault.
Same.
I just really want this to go through. Let's just get through the interview, sister. So shout out to TS Madison for all she did. But secondly, I have to do a shout out to the self-esteem and the confidence portrayed by Chris Crocker in his It's a Hair Flip video.
Oh.
He said, if it ain't gonna matter in a day's time, if it ain't gonna matter in a day's time, in a week's time, in a year's time, it's a hair flip. You flip your hair and you cool again, baby. Just flip the hair. Come on, flip it. You just flip it as many times as you need to. And you just know that as soon as you finish flipping the hair, you gonna be cool again. Come on, flip it. Come on, flip it. Flip it as many times as you need to. And I just want a bang or something right now, because when I be at work, the company that shall not be named to be trying it, and I just have to remember that it's not going to matter in a day's time, in a week's time, in a year's time. And it's a hair flip. Whatever this is in front of me right now, I can conquer this, and it's going to be a hair flip, okay? I'm just gonna flip it as if my best friend stole my man. Come on, you just flip it. You just flip it to that bitch. It's out of your mind.
I've never stole any of his niggas.
Oh my god! But that video, like, flip it as many times as you need to. That's it.
Leave Britney alone. I just want to make sure we said that for that.
Please leave Britney alone because I enjoy her music.
My last call is to Angela Yvonne Davis. If you don't know who Angela Yvonne Davis is, take the Yvonne out and you will know who the fuck I'm talking about. Angela Davis is a black icon. She might be in the top 5 of black icons because Barack is... But Angela Davis was a Black Panther before it was cool to be a Black Panther. And with the release of the Black Panther movie, I would like us to remember what the fuck it meant to be a Black Panther 30 years ago. And so now it's real cool, and all the white kids come in, and all the kids come in. We're gonna be there. Everyone's coming because it's cool to be a Black Panther in 2018. But in 1970, it was not cool to be a Black Panther. You were a communist. You were other than. And Angela Davis stared in the face of that and didn't give a fuck. 1 fuck, 2 fucks, 3 fucks, green fucks. She didn't give no fucks.
Red fucks, blue fucks.
No fucks. And I want to make sure that we give her awards, her accolades. We talk about her. We educate people about her before she dies, because we have a poor record of remembering people when they die. But they weren't even alive to hear you say these great things about them.
I agree with that.
And Angela Davis does not need to die before she hears us say great things about her. She was the original black female Panther. She was the one that was okay with being an abolitionist for the prison industrial complex before we called it that.
I was like, them big words. I don't know if we called them all those big words.
No, but we didn't call it that in the 1970s. We figured it out. That's what it was, because it was a euphemism for still slavery of niggas in jail under private jails of things that were, owned by the government. I can go down a whole rabbit hole with that, but I won't. But I want my last call to be to Angela Davis. Angela Yvonne Davis is the original female Black Panther for me. And I want to make sure that I've at least said the best things that she's done. She's markedly intellectual, vividly arresting, like we said, visually arresting, and she's given a voice to oppressed people that no one else has. And so my last call is to Angela Yvonne Davis.
That is this week's episode of Here For It Podcast. Follow us, hereforitpod.com and hereforitpod on social media. My name is Ronald Matters. Follow me on the internet at Ronald Matters, and of course, ronaldmatters.com.
I am the Superman, TheSupaman. You can follow me on anything. You can follow any niggas on.
That's right. And
you can find us and exclusive content for this episode. Because y'all niggas didn't get all the shit. You can get some more shit over on Patreon.
We got a new video out.
But it ain't free. Subscribe to us on Patreon. Here for a pod on Patreon.
That's right. And we will see y'all next week. Bye.
Bye.